killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, looking that, killing that, flicking that wrist.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Bortles' Jaguars. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down. First try for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there. And it's third. The offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you can pretty much call almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the wideout in motion. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he's got it to Hearns. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And Fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Look, the raw numbers of everything doesn't always tell the tale. Allen Robinson caught 80 passes in 2015, 73 in 2016. But the yardage was a big difference, about 500 yards off.
Yards per catch way down. 1,400 last year in the season that just finished 883. It's interesting how that worked out.
Explosive plays, always the goal of the NFL. Not enough of them for Allen Robinson in 2016.
So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. Back deep for the Bengals, Adam Jones. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. 11 yards for number 11.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw here, Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
12 yards there as they move to James.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First and 10 for Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over.
And he's got his big receiver, Robinson, for the Jacksonville touchdown. Allen Robinson, 48 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Dalton throwing on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, Ivory. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Partner, I was working the Buffalo game when A.J. Green got hurt on, I believe, the second snap and never came back. A hamstring injury, couldn't finish the season, fell just short of 1,000 yards, which is something he does each and every year.
And that broke his streak of 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons, so you're right, he does do it every year. That was Week 11 against Buffalo, wasn't it?
Week 11, unable to make it back, but still voted to the Pro Bowl.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 77 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Marquise Lee, the intended target. While the time permits, let's look back at the AFC wildcard round. Top performers, I know you have to look at Pittsburgh and what Brown and Bell did on offense. They were spectacular.
Yeah, let's start with the offense because I thought Antonio Brown got them off to an amazing start. 2 touchdowns, long ones. in his first 3 catches. They got off to a 14-0 lead and never really looked back. And I thought Le'Veon Bell, the way he ran the ball, caught the ball, everything he did, and his patience in running, phenomenal. But how about Houston? To me, the key was defense. Jadeveon Clowney right out of the gate was almost unblockable, and Whitney Mercilus became that as the game went on.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Again, it's Bortles. And it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. They come out here in the eye. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Bortles now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They give it to Ivory, and they'll get him down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
First and 10 for Dalton. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Brandon LaFell, 26 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down following the incompletion. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing his Bortles, and he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Vontaze Burfict in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he fires one incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Play clock winding down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They set up the screen to Hill. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Underneath here to Hill. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it'll be Dalton again. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Now Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, and even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles surveying the field, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Jones on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
The play fake to Hill. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to look, and that's caught inside the 35. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Zebra.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Green, blue 45.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. A dump off for Ivory. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Bortles now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go now. Green.
Now Bortles again. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
That's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Hill, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They run it again with Hill. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways.
And that's caught at the 25. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So 2nd and 10 here. Another pistol look here. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. The Bengals getting set to go. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much doing it. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Again, it's Hill. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Dalton gives to Bernard. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield.